Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down now. It's Armstrong. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
You gotta go right here. You gotta play quarterback.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Steelers' 21-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
15, 15.
Check 24, check 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Mahomes going to throw. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Pittsburgh, 53, right? Come on, it's just me and you.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This is fielded at the 7. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You don't want no problems with me.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the Steelers' 37.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Devin Bush in there for a big milestone in this game. That's sack number 198 of his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer Reggie White for second place all time. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Harrison Butker on for the field.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running the jet sweep with Jones, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Let's get it. Let's go. He's tired of you.
He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yellow
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
On second down, it's Armstrong. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 4. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This complete to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now, because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That is caught at the 7, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devin Bush in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
49, check 49, check 49.
15.
55. Hey, eat.
Come on, baby.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Picked up on the play. And it's third down.
Let's go. 70 Indy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then they're deep. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. First and goal at the 4-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
At the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Ready? 59, Mike. Check, check. 59. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Sanders is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Number 53. Mike 53.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Right back to him on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they try the right side here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, just like last play. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And